we've talked about Rivian in the past, of course. And we've talked about how, they pull out these really cool looking trucks with, one of them, had the pull out kitchen and people out there camping, and the pass through where people are putting like surfboards and skis and things, creating a whole lot of hype. The one thing they're not creating, actual drivable trucks and then SUVs. Their truck, they're calling the R1T, the SUV, they're calling the R1S. People are saying, okay, Rivian, that's enough hype. Why don't you start building these things? Because people are lining up to buy them. Well, they recently announced that, hey, guess what? The R1T is expected to be available for purchase in June 2021. And the R1S expect deliveries in August of 2021. And they are currently doing their, what's it called? The pre-production line, I guess, where they're working out any kinks and things. This is down in Bloomington Normal, in Illinois, Illinois. It's just, what is that, like 50? No, it's more than 50. I don't know, 100 and some odd miles south of Chicago, where I am. So I feel like it's kind of in my backyard. Also, Rivian took over the Mitsubishi i-MiEV factory that was down there. So there's a huge contingency of EV owners, and being the Midwest, being central Illinois, a lot of truck drivers who I'm sure are chomping at the bit to get a full electric truck, especially one that's a full electric truck and not just American made, but made in their backyard. We've said many times that an electric truck is going to be huge. Rivian has made some really big promises, 400 miles of range, 180 kilowatt hour pack. And now they're saying that the SUV is expected to seat 7, and both the truck and the SUV will tow 7,000 pounds. So this was the first time they've actually given out a date for production. So I'm just going to throw it out to you all. What do you think?
On the panel, who do you think will get there first, Rivian or Cybertruck?
I was going to ask Rivian or Lordstown.
I'm sorry, Paul, what were you were just...
Question is, who thinks the Cybertruck will be first, or will one of these other companies be first?
Oh, first.
Truck you can buy.
Yeah.
Oh, Rivian looks like it's really ready to go.
Yeah,
it really does.
I got to go with Rivian here.
Yeah,
I don't know about
I'm
Lordstown.
feeling like it's Rivian. Yeah. Everything else is still 3D renders. This is like...
And honestly,
ready.
I'm kind of in the tank for Rivian.
Yeah, I went up and saw it in New York, and it was impressive. The what?
I want the camp kitchen.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I liked it. And then I saw the Cybertruck's kitchen, and I was like, that's more practical. But the thing with those two is we know those two are going to take over, and even if one's later than the other, because one looks normal and is has a less controversial CEO.
Will buy the Cybertruck.
Right. Mm-hmm. The question is, will anybody else from GM to Lordstown to everyone else who says they're coming out with an electric truck, will they get anywhere close to Rivian? And then obviously for the new
but didn't GM say they shelved the Hummer after?
But then they showed pictures of it last week. I was confused by that.
But this is GM. Yeah.
They don't know if
So
they're coming.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm not even secretly, I'm rooting for Rivian. What they've shown of their truck, the ideas, just the way they built it from the ground up. I really believe that it's going to be a kick-ass truck, getting great mileage. I believe it's something that contractors are going to buy. They're going to realize the lower maintenance costs, the ability to power tools and recharge drill batteries and generators and things, from the truck. Rivian's even talking about being able to carry auxiliary batteries so that you could charge other electric vehicles, and you could probably run a whole job site right out of the back of your truck. I mean, that's awesome.
Amazing. I like the 80% charge in 15 minutes when using the fast charger. I mean, that for a truck, granted, on the back end, it does look like a boat on wheels, but so many of the features look super cool, and I don't know. I mean, I think it's got a strong contender to go against things like a Ford Ranger in the heavy duty truck range.
Yeah, as
You
far
know,
as
Well,
features,
I think the average truck is like 60 grand now, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friend
well,
of mine
60
bought
grand of
his.
fluff. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 25 grand of truck, and then the rest is
Stupid
just,
shit.
you know, add-on fluff and molded
Yeah.
plastic.
As
They
far as
call
features
that
go,
profit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As far as features go, only the Rivian and the Cybertruck seem to have, as either standard or near standard, all the stuff you need for a job site, all the power outputs, the air
Mhm.
outputs, the suspension travel, the ability to go over into water and mud, the four-wheel drive.
Casey, the gear tunnel. The gear
Your tunnel is
tunnel.
awesome. Like I said,
Yeah, the gear tunnel's cool.
Lockable gear tunnel.
Well, the other one is also lockable. But here's the thing: is I spent an entire night in New York, in Manhattan, monopolizing the time of those engineers, and I came away impressed. You can look at my video and listen to my summary on that. But I mean, until I saw the price of the ugly truck, I wasn't even considering anything but the Rivian for my truck.
The ugly truck.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty truck.
Oh,
And
dude, that's so.
The headlights on the Rivian were the only thing I didn't like about the styling. And after I saw them in person, they actually started to
I
grow on
kind
me.
of like it. It's
Yeah.
got the green
Yeah.
of like a friendly Cylon.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
like
The
that.
friendly
I
silence.
also like on the
No,
front of the
this is a nature Cylon.
and the rear too of the Rivian. Those two bars,
Yeah.
they will show you how charged you are as you're plugged in, so you don't have to get out and look at it.
See, and I think Paul hit something when he mentioned Ford, because that got me thinking. You know, you have these truck owners who, you know, well, I'm Ford, I'm Chevy, I'm GM, I'm Dodge, you know, they're brand loyal, and no way in hell are they going to buy another brand, even if it's an improvement of what they're driving right now. But Rivian's
Yeah.
new, so if somebody wants to jump on Rivian, they're not, you know, they're not.
They're
what
not
is
going
it?
to
How
the
say,
traditional
defying or
competition.
anything.
Right. They're not defecting.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. They're defecting. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. So yeah, you can go to Rivian because Rivian's new. And you know, it's not like, oh, you sold out Ford and you went to
Join the
Chevy.
enemies. How
No,
dare you?
I went to Rivian. Yeah.
But then on the other end of that is Ford delayed or canceled their. I heard about Lincoln, but I didn't realize that the Ford Rivian vehicle had been put on the shelf with the current situation.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and keep in mind the Amazon Rivian connection as well.
Oh, that's on hold
Oh,
too.
really?
No, I don't think it's on hold,
No.
but I mean,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Just keep that in mind. Yeah.
another place
that's
where you're probably
another-
going to start seeing, once those things actually hit production, you'll probably start seeing some
Well,
of
they
those
could
pop up
slap a step van body on it, and there's your prime delivery vehicle.
So are we
Yeah,
going to see those
exactly.
before we see the consumer vehicle, or are they going to come out kind of around the same time?
there. How much money did Bezos put into that company?
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
And
It was probably a sneeze for
many,
him. Like he
how
wiped his
many
handkerchief with
vans
that.
have they,
Mhm.
traditional vans have they bought? I mean, I see them all over now, the
Mhm.
Amazon
Yeah.
vans.
Yeah, I don't know. It certainly is good advertising, right? To have your van
Yeah.
out there 12 hours a day or more making deliveries.
Yeah.
Bezos is interested in not only bringing his costs down, but also advertising the company that he partially owns.